particularly perhaps Auchinleck Talbot, who have not been in this situation since 1949. These are the flags of the Ayrshire supporters. So the preparations now almost over as the teams emerge. And the white and black of Pollok and the black and yellow of Auchinleck Talbot. So the referee has a very important occasion, Barry Kilgallen, a sales administrator for a glass company. He originally started his career in St Helens in Lancashire, but has spent the last 8 seasons in Scotland and has hopes obviously of graduating to senior level as a referee in the next year or two. It's very interesting too that the two linesmen this afternoon, Michael McGinley and William Miller, were involved in the final last year between Petershill and Pollok. Michael McGinley there waving on the left was in fact a referee on that occasion. And Bill Miller from Perth was also on the line. So the Pollok players still lined up for the photographs. The Talbot players have broken to the goal to our left to continue their warm-up. And this, of course, the few minutes leading up to the start of the match, the most nervous time of all for the players, who really, by this stage, I'm sure, cannot wait to get started. I can't recall if I've seen quite so many people out there in the field before a match. And the young mascots enjoying the occasion to the full. A vast number of balls on the field also, but now being removed. Here they come. So the tension obvious all around the stadium among these players, and conditions will indeed be difficult. The wind is blowing in gusts around Hampden. The swirl will undoubtedly take effect. The crowd, well, perhaps towards the 10,000 mark, but certainly not quite as big as perhaps was hoped by the pundits before the match. And there's the Talbot captain, Willie Young, waiting to see his opposite number, Gordon Wilson, for the toss of the coin. Gordon Wilson has now arrived, another player with senior experience. He was with Falkirk before he was reinstated. He also had experience with Kilmarnock. We've now been joined in the commentary box by Ali McCoy. Ali, these last few minutes before the start, very tense.
Very tense, Jock. I think the players will be feeling a wee bit just now. The excitement over there, and hopefully we'll get a good match.
So the formalities almost over. The playing surface looks good, but the overhead conditions will undoubtedly be troublesome. I'm sure both goalkeepers will be anxious to get involved in the play. Both very experienced players though. Howard Samaroff, the Pollok goalkeeper, and Ali Wilson, the Talbot keeper. And Samaroff played, of course, in the 2 finals last year with both games, the replay as well. And there he is. He had a spell with Motherwell and then a brief spell with Hamilton Accies before being reinstated. So the usual goalkeeping handshake before the match as Ali Wilson swaps ends with Howard Samaroff. And the referee Kilgallen checks that everything is in order to allow the Centenary Junior Cup final to begin. So the Talbot supporters congregated behind the goal, which will be protected by Howard Samaroff to our left. Number 9 there is Stuart Gordon, very much a key man up front for Pollok, and the Centenary Junior Cup final is underway. So an early feel of the ball among the Pollok players as they spread it round at the back and give Samaroff an early touch of the ball. And it will be interesting to see if he tries a long ball out of hand, just what the wind does to him. So very awkward indeed as Ian Weir missed the flight of the ball. There's Gordon. And the free kick has been given. First free kick of the match as George Gemmell retrieves the ball, but he'll have to face up to a Pollok free kick. Remember, Auchinleck Talbot wearing the black and yellow and Pollok in the black and white. So the free kick taken, shot towards the corner of the box. That's towards Stuart Gordon. He got up well for such a short player, and a chance right away for Pollok. It counts all right. Pollok has taken the lead and Talbot are completely stunned. Oh, what an opening that was, and certainly trouble for the players with the wind swirling around. It was, in the end, John McCarthy who scored the goal. It broke from Stuart Gordon, fell to McCarthy who stepped in, rifled the ball beyond Ali Wilson, and that is the perfect opening for Pollok. Ali Wilson, the Talbot keeper, can't believe it, his first involvement in the match, and he picked the ball out of the net. For the goal scorer, John McCarthy, very experienced junior player. He had 6 seasons at Maryhill before joining Pollok, and what a start for him. For the Pollok supporters inside Hampden, clearly overjoyed. They couldn't have expected a start like that. Pollok still pressing forward. Gordon going up again. And this time the header is safely gathered by Wilson. Well, Gordon's made his presence felt already. Not at all centre forward, but he's already shown his willingness to challenge for the high balls. Well, what a start, Ali, for Pollok.
Absolutely incredible start, Jock. I think it just shows you what an early ball into the box can do. Obviously, looking like we're a little bit unsettled, and maybe the wind helped a bit, and a great finish.
So Talbot now trying to settle. It's been so long since they played in the Junior Cup final, and they have faced the worst possible start. There's Alistair Marshall. Tackling very tough indeed, Willie Young forcing it forwards. That'll be a Pollok throw on the near side. Marshall's throw. McCarthy turning well. And a very firm tackle again from the Talbot captain, Willie Young, on Dougie Arnott for Pollok, number 7. Pollok, very experienced indeed, cup final exponents. They won it, of course, last year. They also won it in 1981. Alistair Marshall trying to find McCarthy waiting in the middle, but Talbot working the ball free. Misunderstanding there in the Pollok ranks. Once again, it's a throw to Pollok. Taken this time by Jim Malani, another experienced junior player who played for Pollok in both their recent cup final wins. Free kick to Talbot for the challenge by Arnott on Young. So Pollok opening up with 3 men up front. They have Dougie Arnott, Stuart Gordon and John McCarthy as their front 3. And we're still to see Talbot as an attacking force in the match. They said they like nothing in spirit. That's already been proved throughout their cup run. And of course they have cup final experience. They've won in the West of Scotland Junior Cup 6 times in the last 7 seasons, so they know a bit about cup finals. Young with a throw. A push in the back by McCullough. And that gives by Thurner rather, to give Talbot the free kick, which Willie Young will take. Flag is up on the far side. A couple of Talbot players sneaking too far into the box, and an offside decision gives Samaroff the chance to take the pressure off the Pollok defence for the moment. So again, the chance of one of those long kicks from hand, which will certainly test defences. Couldn't catch that one properly. Gemmell. Better move now from Talbot. They're getting players forward in support of this attack. McMillan. His path was blocked by Marshall, but Talbot have won the corner kick. As you can tell, they're certainly lacking in support. Lots of black and yellow favours round Hampden. Coming up from the back, Sam McCullough to join the attack. Samaroff beating the ball out. Young feeding it in again. McMillan was fouled, yes. The free kick's been given. It was Ian Weir who was the culprit. 6 minutes into the match, Pollok leading by 1-0, but Samaroff clearly anxious about his defensive formation as Talbot line up the free kick. 6 placing the ball is Tommy MacDonald. Bert Ferguson is number 7. That took a deflection, but it's gathered by Samaroff. Well, Talbot now hanging back in determined fashion after that stunning opening with John McCarthy giving Pollok the look. Good header on by McCarthy. McCulloch goes across, leaves the throw now to Gemmell. The referee not satisfied with the position from which the throw is to be taken. A bit of pushing. The push in the back gives Talbot the free kick. Signs now, Ali, I think that Talbot are beginning to settle a bit.
Yes, I just can't believe the pace of the game. It started off at a cracking pace, and I just hope the players don't burn themselves out, but it's looking good at the moment. Pollok front three are looking very lively, Jock.
Talbot trying to get their front men going. So McMillan, obviously a very important player for them, they're number 10. McMillan and O'Donnell, the front two, supported by Bert Ferguson. There's O'Donnell. Good bit of tackling there by Pollok. Wilson's challenge which broke down that Talbot attack, and that's broken for the Pollok goal kick. So both sets of midfield players trying to get involved in the play and finding it very difficult indeed to do so, because the pace of the game, as McCoy has said, has been incredible from the start, and that's not ideal for midfield players to settle and get some passes going. The free kick is against McCarthy. Number 9 for Talbot will take the free kick, the sweeper, who is John McCool. Left flick on, and Samaroff quickly off his line, under pressure, he did well, calming his back four. And Milani has come wide on the right to start the Pollok move. Good play from Arnott, riding the challenge from Young. Young involved once again, an inspirational figure at the back for Talbot, the skipper. Kenny Patterson, number 8. Well, there's certainly some tough tackling out there. Retrieved though by Gemmell for Talbot. McMillan to Patterson. McClurg playing it forward to find McCarthy. Good wide run from Arnott. Gordon looking for space inside him. And it's turned away by Sam McCulloch, the big Talbot centre half. And the sun comes out to greet the occasion as Marshall sends the throw forward. McCarthy once again the target. Clearance from Gemmell finds touch. Gemmell following McCarthy across the field. Talbot going man for man at the back with McCool the spare man. Ball is still in play with McCarthy. Held back, was he, by Gemmell? Yes, the referee has spotted the infringement. Free kick's been given, and the referee, Barry Kilgallen, having a word with George Gemmell. His frustration was clear. He obviously thought that the ball had gone out for a throw in the first place. Milani's free kick. And Arnott trying to play it across the face of the goal first time, miscues to give Talbot the goal kick. So Jim Milani going back, number 6 for Pollok, could be an important influence on the right side of midfield, very much the playmaker in the Pollok ranks. This time the throw goes to Pollok Talbot. McCool immediately put under pressure by Dougie Arnott, but playing it back calmly to his goalkeeper Ali Wilson. Reinstated in 1983 from Kilmarnock. And finding difficulty getting distance with a kick out, ball holding up in the swirling wind. And the free kick's been given, a challenge by corner, not appreciated by the referee. McCool again will take the set piece for Talbot. Headed out by McClurg. The pass is too tight, allowing the tackle by Patterson on Mullaney. And Talbot throw again, taken by McMillan. Patterson. Headed out by Marshall. John McCarthy now forced to go back and defend. There's one for Dougie Arnott to chase. McCool running into trouble. McCarthy's challenge. And the cover's there for Talbot. Run back by Sam McCulloch. It's a very keen tackling in the middle of the field, Ali.
I just noticed who was back doing the tackling there. It was John McCarthy, the goal scorer. It just shows you his commitment today.
And it also shows, I think, that Talbot have settled after that early blow, and they're now trying to put some pressure on the Pollok defence. Well, it looks as though the whole of Auchinleck is here this afternoon, and they're giving their favourites lots of support despite that early setback. Gemmell clearing. Here's O'Donnell. Misunderstanding in midfield, but the forward pass hustled through by the wind to Wilson and the Talbot goal. Well, I'm sure both sets of players will want to keep the ball on the ground as much as possible, but even at that, the conditions are treacherous. It certainly will take a toll on the player's stamina, I think, as the second half goes on. That's a very neat flick indeed. Talbot on the break. And Ian Weir had lots of time. He didn't hear the call, if any, came from Samaroff. That will be encouraging again for Auchinleck Talbot, the way they carved through the centre of the Pollok defence for a moment. Mullaney helping it on. Wilson's header. There's Gordon, a neat layoff to Arnott. And that was an important tackle right from George Gemmell. Arnott would have been in the clear had Gemmell mistimed that. But again, the danger of the Pollok front three very obvious. Gordon, Arnott and McCarthy. Important thread up front for Pollok. And requiring very close attention from Auchinleck Talbot. Here's Young. Hustled by McCarthy. Marshall now striding forward. Good play from the Pollok fullback. Here's Stuart Gordon. Marshall again. A great chance for Marshall. Marshall makes it 2-0 with a marvellous goal. Well, that was created by Marshall, finished by Marshall. And what a superb goal this is. The effect of a full-back committing himself to join the attack, that's what's throughout the Talbot defence. The claim for offside, which was correctly moved aside by the linesman. Stuart Gordon playing it back into the path of Marshall. How's that for a neat touch for a full-back? And the finish again, leaving Wilson with no chance at all. Well, Alistair Marshall, not renowned as a goal scorer, but what an impact he's made in this final. There's the scoreline, 2-0 to Pollok. How about that for a contribution for a fullback?
That was an absolutely magnificent goal, Jock. He picked the ball up in his own half and he just kept on going. And a lovely piece of skill inside the box. He tucked it away like a veteran finisher. Great goal.